Well, the Supreme Court panel report on the allegations raised by Hindenburg now out an absolute clean chit to the Adani Group. Joining us now, Tehseen Poonawalla and Rajat Sethi. Rajat, let me come to you first. What do you believe, the report actually indicates, or what does it show?
Well, it's a 170 odd pages report, and I've just started reading it. But from the executive summary, it seems pretty clear that the expert committee has looked at various aspects of stock manipulation, looked at the empirical evidences that were out there, and has quite clearly come to the conclusion that there has been no attempts from any of the Adani Group companies to willfully manipulate the stock prices and harm the interest of retail investors. This was accusation number one, which was levied by a lot of senior politicians of our country. This expert panel, independent panel, which was constituted by the Supreme Court, has gotten into these details and has prima facie gathered all these aspects. One area where they have relied upon Adani Group's oath is that there has been no foreign portfolio investors which are connected to the Adani Group who have come in and invested in the stocks. So all in all, if you look at all these aspects which were the remit of this committee, it is a clean chit. An important lesson for people in public life, especially our politicians, to not to jump guns on every issue. Let the experts do the talking, and they should avoid the eagerness without having all the facts at hand to come in and pass judgments on people based on insinuations.
Okay, Tehseen, let me come across to you first. Go through a couple of points and tell us about what you think about them. SEBI has not found fault with information that the Adani Group gave. No investment laws have been violated by the Adani Group, and there is no proof of illegal investments in Adani firms. So 3 key points over there. What is the significance of this?
Commissioner, thank you so much once again for having me on the show. And broadly, I agree with what Rajat has said, though most of the times I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. So point number one, this is of course the first step in, and the SEBI investigation still has to get complete. This is the first step in it, but it's a very important step because prima facie this shows that there has been no wrongdoing. This also comes along with a very important statement that the minister in Mauritius made in his interview later on to you, Vishnu, which was an exclusive, where they said Mauritius, none of the companies in Mauritius are shell companies. So please understand that this attack by Hindenburg, a foreign entity, was not just on India, but was internationally, it was targeting a lot of markets. So Indians, of course, were affected, middle class Indians, poor Indians, but also in Mauritius, there was an effect to this. Number two, Hindenburg had a motive in this attack because they were short selling. They may have put that out, but it was a motivated attack. To that extent, I agree with Rajat that this should have been looked into more seriously. My grievance is more with the SEBI and the RBI. Look, politics and opposition will always raise questions, and that's the duty in a democracy. The question is, we are not a banana republic. So SEBI and RBI should have clarified ahead. When this report made damaging allegations on the Adani Group about shell companies, SEBI knew that these weren't shell companies, which Mauritius later clarified. This should have been done earlier. RBI should have said that there's no round tripping of money and therefore illegal money is not coming, as a result of which we wouldn't have seen the share price drop so much and poor investors, middle class investors lose value. Ultimately, Indians lost value. So I think we must tread with caution now that this is out. We must always hold up the maxim, you are innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around, that you're guilty until proven innocent. There's one point I want to make. A lot of attack was also made on SBI. Now you see the SBI investment in Adani share is only 1% odd. And SBI has profited most from the Adani Group. So these attacks must stop. These are robust institutions that have stood the test of time. So let's not, just run down these institutions. Have faith in the rule of law, and now we must have faith in the Supreme Court.